Hello, I'm Gary C. Johnson. Lawyers are spending millions of dollars asking you to give them a call. What could I say to you that would make you give us a call? How about the fact I invented the concept of judo law? How about the fact that using judo law, my team set the record for the largest verdict in the state of Kentucky? No other law firm has even come close. How's that for a reason to give us the call?
800-337-4002.
Gary C. Johnson is a personal injury attorney practicing in Pikeville, Hazard, and Central Kentucky. You can reach him at 1-800-337-4002. Life is a journey, and everyone deserves all the happiness that this life has to offer. That's why attorney Gary C. Johnson created a weekly radio program almost 20 years ago to look at ways that we can improve our relationships, our health, and most important, our frame of mind. You know, by having the right information, our choices can be easier, and so can our happiness. Welcome to this edition of Simply Life with Gary C. Johnson.
Hello, everyone. Keith Casebolt back with you on the program that's called Simply Life. Across from me on the other microphone, my dear friend and the creator of the program, Gary C. Johnson. Good to see you, friend.
It's good to be seen. It's wonderful to be here. My friends, today we're going to talk about self-worth. And I've cornered Keith and brought him into the studio to record this today, so in advance. So in case I die, it's still going to play. Because for some reason, in my mind, it has been bothering me for the last 2 or 3 days about something that one of my friends out there may need to hear. So I'm going to talk about self-worth. Now, what do I mean about self-worth? Okay. You, as a human being, can do one thing better than 10,000 other people. There's studies on that. There's no question about it. There's something that each and every one of you can do better than at least 10,000 other people.
Gary, before you go any farther on that, let's expand on that, because some of our friends might say, oh, I'm not that intelligent. You didn't say intelligence. Some of them may say, I'm not that talented. You didn't say talented. You said you can do one thing better
than at least 10,000 other people.
Okay.
When you were born with that ability. Each of you has it. Many of you, whatever that ability is so easy you don't even recognize you have it. You just assume other people have it.
You take it for granted.
You take it for granted and don't even recognize that you have that ability simply because it's so easy for you. The one that I'm trying to talk to, though, has not been doing their self-analysis and understanding that they are important and have an ability. And I don't know why, but I'm talking to you. And I want you to listen. You do have an ability. All hope should never be lost because you have an obligation. And what do I mean by that? You have an obligation to society to use that thing that you were given that is unique more than 10,000 other people. You are squandering your obligation to society by not using it. Now, you may not want to do it for yourself, but at least do it for the rest of us. Because
for the good of mankind,
you have the gift that it was given to you when you were born, and I'm talking directly to you. You know who you are, but I don't know who you are that I'm talking to. But I'm talking directly to you. You don't just have an obligation to yourself. You have an obligation to the rest of us to give us the benefit of that thing that you have that you can do to contribute to society and to the rest of us. And if you won't do it for yourself, at least do it for the rest of us, is what I'm asking you.
So, Gary, for some of our new friends that have just tuned into the program, To get this straight, when we have a talent or an ability that 10,000 people don't have, you have told us before on this program that you would have, quote, given anything to have been a musician or an artist. That's what you wanted to be, not realizing your gift and your talent from the good Lord was the profession you're in, of being a lawyer, being an attorney. It wasn't being a musician or an artist. You were going against the talent that you were given.
I suspect my friend that's listening that I suspect may have tuned into this program for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Because my friend, we're all in this world together, and we all somehow are connected. I don't know how, but we are. What I'm saying to you is you have chased things that was not your talent. You have chased things because you saw what other people could do and thought that that was what your talent was. And it wasn't.
Right.
And it's a waste to do that. So look inside yourself and say to yourself, what is it that I can do that I don't even have to think about because I'm so good at it? And then concentrate on that and do it so that the rest of us, this other 10,000, can get the benefit of it.
That we can benefit from your talent that was given. You know, when you say that, what I think about is you and I have traveled before in the vehicle, and from time to time you would say, okay, Keith, here's a scenario. What if subject A had this happened from subject B? What do you think? And I would study and I would look and I would give you my thought, and you would say, well, what about this? And I would go, Gary, how did you see that? And you would say, how did you not see it? But your talent was you saw something.
My talent that the good Lord gave me was to be able to see what was in front of me.
Yeah, you saw something that I couldn't see. Now, once you pointed it out to me, I'm sitting over there next to you going, good Lord, how did I not see that? But I didn't.
And really, when I was growing up, I wanted to play the banjo. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be able to sing. I wanted to be able to draw. I couldn't do any of that. Nothing.
It wasn't your gift.
Right. And I was resentful.
Yeah.
Until I went to New Orleans and went out on Jackson Square and saw all those musicians and artists with the tin cups in front of them. And I looked up and I said, thank you, Lord, for giving me a different gift.
Yeah. You know, I saw a speaker the other night. You call it our gifts and our talents, and this speaker called it our assignment in life. And he said we all have an assignment in life to solve problems. And those problems are our gifts and our talents that we can solve. You solve problems for a living.
Well, what I started off the program with is, in essence, the assignment that this person has that they've ignored. This gift.
Right.
This job that they're supposed to be doing so that society will benefit from it, and then they will have the gratification of having done it. The sense of worth, the sense of knowing how important they are for having done it. And they've squandered it. My friend that are listening, you've squandered it, and don't you do it anymore. And I know I'm talking to you.
You know, I recently
We need you. We need you to use your talent rather than being depressed and feeling worthless. Take that talent that you have, that gift, that thing that you can do, and start doing it and relish in doing it and get the satisfaction and the extreme importance that you will feel from doing it because you are important.
Yeah, recently I had to have a couple of medical tests, and I was talking with one of the individuals at the hospital, and I was asking them how they got into the profession, and the young lady said, I knew early on this was what I was meant to do. And I said, you may be one of the smartest people in the world.
That's true.
You discovered your assignment, your gift, your talent, and knew it early on, and no wonder you're so good at it.
I think one of the reasons that you see people turning to alcohol and drugs is the hopelessness that they feel for not having understood what their gift or their talent was.
The frustration.
The
right?
frustration.
You're just completely frustrated.
Of assuming they had none.
Yeah. How many times have you and I had people come up and say, I'm not worthy, or I don't have the talent, or I don't have the ability, and you keep looking at them and saying, trust me, honey, you do have it. You just haven't discovered it yet.
I had a lady about 2 weeks ago come up to me and said, you're Gary Johnson, and I'd like to say hello to you. You know, I'm just little old me.
Little old me.
And I said to her, don't you dare ever say that again. You're not little old me. You're as important as any human being alive.
You're great me.
You're great me. You don't you do that. Because when you do that and fall into it, it becomes part of life.
It is kind of like predicting your future, isn't it?
Yeah, it becomes self-fulfilling. And a lot of my friends have been beat down that are out there, that maybe think that they are not worthy, or that they are not, they're little old me's. Mm-hmm. Well, you're not. And that's the thing I got to get to you. Each and every one of you has that gift, that thing that you can do better than 10,000 other people. Do it. It doesn't matter what it is. It may be that you just have a personality that makes people feel good when they're around you. That's your gift. But whatever it is that gives you the opportunity to contribute to our society and to the rest of us, don't ignore it. Flow with it and use it, and get the self-satisfaction of knowing how important you truly are. That's the point I'm trying to make to you, my friend that's listening. I know you're out there, okay?
I was talking with a lady the other day that actually said, you know, I never really did accomplish anything, and I didn't enter into the work world because all I ever wanted to do was be the best mother ever to my kids. And I said, good heavens, do you realize what you just said? Do you realize what an accomplishment you just did to be the best mother in the world to the kids? Back to the talent, back to the gift. This person didn't even realize they had been gifted in an area that most people could only dream of.
That's right. Well, there is no way I could have done what she did.
It's tough.
It's
hard.
It's too hard.
It's nerve-wracking.
Oh, my goodness.
We all know that. It's not easy.
There's no harder job in the world.
Bar none. Bar none.
You talk about having respect for somebody. That's where your respect should go.
Well, we found this out in the pandemic with, the schools being out of session, and the respect now for the teachers. Now, all of a sudden, people are saying, oh, we get it. You got 35 kids in your classroom, and you're taking care of them all day, and you're educating them. My goodness, you're a hero.
Well, how many times have I said years ago, maybe a while since I said it, your highest paid people, in my opinion, should be your teachers.
Without
I've said that for years. I say it again. Your highest paid people should be your teachers. They have the hardest job. They are the backbone of our civilization as we know it.
They're our future.
They are the future.
Yeah. You can talk about all the commodities you want to, but you and I have agreed on this forever. The most valuable commodity we have is the children that are coming behind us that's going to fix all the things we did wrong.
And those children are entrusted to our teachers to educate them. And like I say, if I was in charge, the teachers should be the one that got the salary. Because they are the ones that deserve it, and they are the ones that earn it.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I've had a couple of people say, oh, I've been listening to you and Gary on the last couple of episodes on the radio and television, and you seem to be so in awe and respectful of everything that's going on. Trees, rocks, clouds, people, teachers, professions. And I was like, don't you get it? The reverence for life? I mean, do you get what Gary's been saying? When you buy into this reverence for life that you read to us from the book, The Art of Living, it makes sense. you will all of a sudden start seeing the glory in everything around you.
Well, as I've said before, I take a picture of the sunset just about every day at home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you my last one I took yesterday.
Holy cow.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that beautiful?
It's I wish I could show it to you folks. It's
I mean, it's like
every color you can imagine.
It's like a red ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous.
But, my friends, again, coming back to self-worth, you have the right to be important. You have an obligation to use the gift and talents you were given, whatever it is, for the benefit of the rest of us. Now, once you do that, and you use it for the benefit of the rest of us, then you will find that you have grown, and you will not be depressed, you will not feel hopeless, and you will understand how important you truly are. So, my friend, I'm telling you, please get out of that funk you're in. And for 3 days, this has been going over in my mind before I come in here and recorded this, that there's somebody that's tuning in to this program that needs to understand the value of their self-worth. And I'm telling you, it is immeasurable. You were born. You were given the gift of life. You were given a special gift. Use it. Do not be depressed. Start today. Start tomorrow. Forget about yesterday. Move forward. Please. I hope that you're getting the message that I'm sending to you, because for some reason, I felt like I had to do it.
Yeah. And listen to our friends. You know, I'm working on all these lessons that my friend is teaching. Sometimes he may think that I don't get them all. There's my sunset, friend.
Okay, Keith got a sunset that might be prettier than my sunset on his phone.
So
He's learning.
I am listening. I am learning. I just took a beautiful sunset over the mountains that looks like you're looking at the ocean, and all because of what Gary talked about taking them.
I've probably got 50 pictures of sunsets or more on my phone.
Isn't it the greatest artwork you've ever seen?
And it's so different every time. And you sit there 5 minutes and watch it change. That's the amazing thing about it.
I hate to break the news to Picasso, but the real Picasso is the good Lord, and he paints the picture every evening and every morning, and you cannot duplicate it. It is unbelievable.
And folks, look at them and enjoy them. I do. I just am in awe of the sunset and the sunrise. I watch the sunrise too.
Gorgeous.
Every morning.
Gorgeous. And it's always different.
Mm-hmm.
It is always different. But to our friends, the things that you're talking about, the time to start is today.
And so you'll know why I'm singling you out, my friend, to talk to you. My gift is exactly what I'm doing right now. Talking to you, trying to get you to understand that you have a gift and how important you are as a human being, so that you can get on with your life and be a benefit to all of us.
So, Gary, does this fall into the old saying, you can give a man a fish or you can teach him to fish? And what you're talking about is, if I can get you to understand the quality of your life and the talents that lie within you, everything is at your fingertips.
Understand, life is not a rose garden. There's not a single person listening to this program that thinks life is a rose garden. It has its bumps, and it has its potholes. It has all kinds of problems that we face. The thing is how do you look at those potholes, and how do you look at those bumps, and how do you deal with them?
And, you know, with that, you make me chuckle, because you did a whole program one time on the potholes of life. You remember?
Right.
And Gary always talks about being there and listening and being a part of it. We got an email from an individual that said, yeah, I agree with you. These potholes are bad. We need to pave these roads. It was obvious the individual didn't listen to the program. He thought you were talking about the potholes in the pavement. You were talking about the potholes of life that we run into.
And like I say, it's just being human. And there's nothing wrong with being human. You make mistakes as human beings. We all do. Boy, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could everyone say we've never made a mistake?
Yeah.
Ooh, my goodness.
That we're not human?
That we're not that we're more than just being human with all the frailties that come with being human.
You know, the thing that I find amazing, you are so comfortable with telling the truth, and you're also so comfortable with laughing. You laugh and you smile and enjoy life, and you're so comfortable with telling the truth, whatever it is. If it's good, it's good. It's bad, it's bad.
I am comfortable because I know that people know. In other words, it's like if you were dealing with a jury. Any normal jury, you would have 500 years of life experiences in those 12 people.
Good and bad.
Every one of them have been messed over probably at one time in their life. All of them have been lied to.
No doubt.
Some of them have been stolen from. But it's life experiences. You have to take every single life experience as an adventure. Good and bad. It's just the way it is. It's life.
It's a lesson. It's a learning curve.
It's a learning process.
Yeah.
And, well, they say that it's best to learn by experience, and a fool can learn no other way. Well, I probably can't learn any other way.
Oh, I can promise you, my friend, it's the only way I've been able to learn. I'm trying to listen and learn, but that experience thing keeps popping up.
But one last time, I want to say to my friend that I know is listening, you are worthy. You have something about you that's special, better than 10,000 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deny it any longer. The rest of us need you to use it. And we will get a benefit from it if you will. And you will get a tremendous benefit from it if you will, from simply having the satisfaction of knowing how important you truly are to all of us.
Okay, so I want to ask you a personal question. And obviously this show is not scripted. But you've received all kinds of awards. I mean, achievements. You've set records. You hold the largest personal injury verdict in the state of Kentucky, other things, numerous things. But if one person calls up and says, okay, I listened to the program. I realized what you were saying. I changed my attitude. I found my talent. I found my assignment. I became happy, and I'm now enjoying my life. Would that mean more to you than everything else you've accomplished?
Than any of those awards that's all over my walls, by far. Because I'm trying to pay my penance or whatever it is to life and to reach out and touch some people and hopefully make their life a little better. And if I can do that, then I figure that when I meet my maker, he may say, okay, Gary, good job.
Open the gate over there for Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's coming through, boys.
He's not that bad of a guy. He tried to do something good before he left. Let's let him in. That's not a bad thought, is it?
No, it's not. It's so hopefully the one I know I'm talking to will listen to what I said. Now, it's not going to be easy.
No.
You have to dig down and find that thing inside of you that you've got, and then use your willpower to make it happen.
You know, you said something the other day. You and I were together in a meeting, and you said, Keith, I didn't think about this, but Anita had pointed it out to you, even when you're doing a case, that there's snakes and alligators and swamps, and there's all these things out there that you got to navigate, and the normal person doesn't know that. It's the same thing with what you're trying to tell our friends to do. There's going to be snakes and alligators and swamps that you're going to have to try to navigate.
And if you don't know where they are, the snakes and the alligators and the swamps, find somebody that does and ask them.
For help.
Yeah. And you will be amazed at how people will want to help you. Because it's just the way we're made. If we get a chance to help somebody else, generally, I guarantee you everybody listening to this program would jump at the chance to help somebody. To give them some advice, to give them some guidance, to help them get through the rough times in life. It's what makes us human.
Yeah. I like what you said. It's kind of like paying your penance to make you feel good. Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, maybe this makes up for any wrong I've done. If I can help somebody and help them through it.
Well, like everyone else out there listening, I've made mistakes in life. I've done some dumb things in life. I've tried to forget what they are because I can't change it.
Yeah.
But what I can control is what I do today and tomorrow. I have total control over that. And I'm not going to make those same dumb mistakes again, I hope.
All right, we've got our weekly assignment, and our assignment is to find out what is our assignment? What is our talent? What is our gift? What can we do?
And understand your own self-worth.
And understand the self-worth. You can tune into Gary's television show Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. on WYMT, your CBS affiliate. A late-night replay is in Central Kentucky on WKYT, your CBS affiliate. For those of you that start the week early at 6:30 a.m. on your Fox affiliate, Gary and I are on. And if you close out the week on Friday, we're back on at 6:30 a.m. Should you need to get in touch with Gary, it's GaryCJohnson.com. My friend, this was a fun conversation.
I just hope it works.
On behalf of Gary C. Johnson, I'm Keith Casebolt. Thank you so much for taking this time to tune in with us. As always, Gary and I look forward to seeing you again next week, right here at this same time.
Thanks for listening to Simply Life with attorney Gary C. Johnson. If you'd like to reach the Gary C. Johnson Law Firm, you can call 1-800-337-4002. Until next week, may you be safe, healthy, and happy. And most of all, remember that you're unique and a gift from God. If you'd like to receive a podcast of this week's show or any future show, go to GaryCJohnson.com and sign up today. Thanks for listening to Simply Life.
Hello, I'm Gary C. Johnson. Lawyers are spending millions of dollars asking you to give them a call. What could I say to you that would make you give us a call? How about the fact I invented the concept of judo law? How about the fact that using judo law, my team set the record for the largest verdict in the state of Kentucky? No other law firm has even come close. How's that for a reason to give us the call?
800-337-4002.